When it comes to travel apps, we know about the usual suspects. We know about TripAdvisor, Kayak.com, Hotels.com, we know about Uber and Lyft. What happens if I tell you there's an app that will allow you to hire a Ford Mustang Convertible for $55 a day and a hotel room for under 90? On this week's Tech Tip Tuesday, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 travel apps that you haven't heard of, and they're free and they're going to save you money, so let's get on to it. Hey, welcome to another Tech Tip Tuesday. My name is Liron Segev, where every Tuesday I share with you tips and tricks to make you more productive, more efficient, and get more out of your system. If that sounds cool to you, smash that subscribe button and let's get on to today's show.
Pech Now is a solution for those who don't know how to pack, or who always overpack, or like me, who forget things behind. So once you put in some information like the destination, the date of travel, how long you're going to be staying there, is it business or pleasure, and what kind of activities you'll be doing, what the system does is that it creates a packing list for you. But here's where it gets smart. It first looks at the weather at your destination, and then based on the weather it creates a custom packing list so that you make sure that you don't leave your umbrella behind or leave your sunscreen, depending on where you're going. Nice thing is you can tick things off your list as you're throwing them into your bag. When you arrive at your destination, of course you can use Uber or Lyft or one of those other services, but sometimes it's actually better to have your own vehicle, especially if you've got lots of luggage, especially if you've got children and you want to make lots of little trip. Having your own vehicle is great, and this is where Turo just absolutely rocks. Turo is basically the Airbnb but for vehicles. So this is Turo. What you'll do is you'll enter your destination and you'll select your dates and the time that you want to start the rental and the time that you want to end it, and it will start listing vehicles. But look at these vehicles and look at these prices. I mean, Ford Mustang Convertible, $55 a day. So click on the vehicle that you want, it will give you a whole bunch of information, and it will also make other suggestions for vehicles in the same category. I found that each vehicle really is quite comprehensive with pictures and all the relevant information that you need to know, and I do like the filters option. So if I'm looking for a very specific vehicle, for example an SUV because I've got lots of luggage, I can actually select that in the filters as well. Now, just like renting a normal car from a normal rental agency, you are covered. You can just choose the kind of coverage that you want. You can even decline it because you've got your own coverage which covers you on a third-party vehicle. But is it a good deal? So let's double check. Let's go to a rental agency. For this example, let's call them Mavis, and let's go look at their vehicles, compare the same vehicles to the one we've just seen on Turo. So here is my Dodge Charger at $292 per day. Oh, but here's my Ford Mustang Convertible at $387 per day. Let's see if that is indeed the price. Yep, $514.24 for the 3-day rentals compared to $55 a day. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer. You immediately get amazing savings on Turo. So before every trip, there's obviously a certain amount of planning that goes into it, and some people like to make kind of entire books out of the trip. This is where Google Trips comes into the rescue. What you do is you put in your destination, and it will start listing curated items of things to do in that area. But here is where it gets even cooler. What happens if you just have no idea and you just want someone to give you some ideas? Well, you've got something called the day plan. Essentially, over a certain period of time, it will list a certain number of sites to see. For example, 72 hours in LA, I want to see 4 sites. What can I see? And then it gives you some options. And it will even give you the maps to make sure that everything is doable within your dedicated period of time. Now, sightseeing is not cheap, so definitely check out the discount section. There's always a good special to be had. Definitely go browse through that. I also like using the same application in the city where I live. So in Dallas, I want to see what the city has to offer, what am I missing, and I particularly like using the day plan, especially when I got guests coming in from out of town. Whenever we travel, we land up in some department store for whatever reason, and we always look for these great, amazing deals. But are they really great, amazing deals, or are we just getting swept up in the hype because we're on vacation? Well, this is where this next application comes into play. It's called Flow by Amazon. And look how genius this is. You take any item, you scan the barcode, and it immediately tells you what the exact same item will cost on Amazon. How brilliant is that? Of course, Amazon is much more than just electronics, so let's see what it does with Gary Vee's Crushing It book. There's the book, turn it over, there's the barcode, and does it recognize it? Yes, it does. But here is where it gets even crazier. In fact, it will actually read the title of the book. That's what it just did right here. So the same party trick works with something like a Kleenex tissue, some other household items. It will simply recognize it and give you a price comparison. Now, of course, you can write down the make, the model, the number, and compare it manually yourself on your phone, but why when you can just scan the barcode and get it do it for you? So you know the deal. It's the last day, you've done absolutely everything you needed to do, but checkout from the hotel is pretty early, and now you're just killing time until you have to head off to the airport. Everybody's getting irritated and you just want to get back onto that plane and go home. Well, this is where this application comes into play. It's called day use. Many people don't realize that hotels have something called a day use rate. So it's not an overnight, but it gives you a certain number of hours for the day where you can actually use the room, use the shower, go to the gym, go to the pool, and basically kill time before your plane or your next appointment. After you select your location, the date, it will start listing the hotels. First thing I like to do is go into the filter option and choose what is the length of stay. How many hours do I want the room for, to see what kind of deals I'm going to get on my room. And it's pretty much the same as any regular hotel. You select the room, you see what kind of items come with the offer, and make your selection. I'm sure there are many more apps. I just got to troll through those app stores and find the real cool ones, the ones that are actually going to give us value. If you know of any, please let me know in the comment below. I would really appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Check out these other cool videos, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Share this with other people. Lots of things to do here. And I'll see you in the next episode of Tech Tip Tuesday. Cheers for now.